Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On with Mike It is the premier business radio program. I'm your host, Mike King. I appreciate you being here with us. We're coming to you from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the epicenter of social enterprise business. You can follow me on all social platforms on the Mike with Mike RVA, as well as Mike King Biz. So on the Mike with Mike, we highlight partnerships, people, social enterprise, showcase RVA in a different way. We're coming to you from the studio. I got my man in the building. This is one of the hot podcasters, sports reporters out there, EJ Sports Report. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
All right, very quickly, it's an elevator pitch. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I'm EJ Sports Reports. I do interviews, mixtapes, pictures. I just try to be everywhere, to get pictures of the youth. But also I want to expand to college, professional, and that type of thing.
All righty, so you got the hottest podcast out there, EJ Sports Report. It's branded really quickly. Let's talk about the branding for something. And on top of something you told me before, one that you ask your listeners and followers questions. That way you stay active with them. Explain that to our listeners.
So for me, I'm big on Instagram and TikTok. So I try to post daily, do polls on my Instagram just to keep my followers active and engaged in what I'm posting. That way, when I post, I can get shares, likes, views, and comments. So,
all righty. Which platform works the best for you right now?
I feel like Instagram works the best for me because I got a lot of teenagers on Instagram. After they get out, or athletes after they get out, they practice. First thing they go to Instagram, see what you're talking about on Instagram. So I like Instagram a lot.
And so people know EJ Sports Reports out there. When was the first time that you kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, this thing is working? Let's hear that story.
Okay, so I'm in the hallway at school. I'm just strolling, and one of my friends, he's standing with somebody, and this guy, he said, "Oh, watch out! There goes EJ Sports Reports. Watch out! He's famous. He's famous." I'm like, I'm not famous.
But wait a minute, but that felt good, didn't
it?
Yeah,
it
did,
good.
Yeah. Because you were working to put some quality content out there. So all of a sudden, as folks, as you can see, we're both rocking our gear. Mike King Biz, EJ Sports Report. You got the whole family wearing his gear. Talk about how important that is.
Branding is very important because people always ask, who is EJ Sports Reports? I don't have to be like, I'm right here.
Exactly.
This is EJ Sports Reports.
You're not rocking somebody else's stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in the school. What school do you go to?
I go to Verona High School, and I'm in the Center for Communications.
Okay. So like we talked about before, you went to the Center for Communications. You had a whole bunch of other people go with you. You saw something there and made something of it.
Yes.
So now when they see you there, what do they think when they see you now?
Well, even my teachers are saying I'm pretty advanced at what I'm doing, so it kind of makes me feel good. And I think my teachers are pushing me a little bit harder now because they see that I'm really taking off.
You're doing this. So right coming up this week, you are going to go down to VCU. Shout out to Roe Mead and Synergy Technical. My good friend Roe Mead is going to coach one of the games. She's one of the top sponsors for VCU. So and my man EJ Sports Report is going to be there covering the action. I can't make it. But what happens is when you know people, like I know him, next thing you know, you're able to capture the magic. Really quickly, so we talked about the NBA. Let's say from a business standpoint, which league do you think does it the best as far as from a marketing branding? Do you think it's NFL, NBA? No, let's do it this way. Some of the good points about the NFL that you like, one good point and one bad point that you see when you deal with them.
Well, I feel like the NFL, talking about like marketing wise.
Yeah, marketing wise.
The sponsors for like commercials, like they'll have Pepsi on the commercial, or the stadium, like they'll have a stadium named after a soda or something, like Heinz, or they have it Heinz Stadium, the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a big plus because I don't really know. I just feel like it's a good thing. Yeah.
What's a bad thing for the NFL?
I feel like the players, some of them don't get as much endorsement as others. I feel like it's not equal.
It's a sport. It's a league for stars. Okay, yes. The NBA. Some you really like.
Well, recently in the All-Star game, I kept seeing Starry, Starry, Starry. So I had to look. I'm like, what is Starry?
That's exactly what I said. I'm like, what is, and like, how much money did Starry? But you kind of noticed you saw Starry on Saturday. Did you
Yes.
see him as much on Sunday?
No.
You know why? They couldn't afford Sunday. That was more than likely because I said, Starry, what's that? And what it was like a lemon lime soda, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now all of a sudden, how many people know Starry?
Thousands, millions.
Millions. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so what is it that you don't like about the NBA?
Well, super teams.
Yeah, we've had that conversation before. I don't know why you're gonna be a hater, man. Like, yeah. Okay, how about this right here? You're building EJ Sports Reports. There's a young guy who goes to say Highland Springs, who's nice with the camera and with the interviewing skills. You want to talk to him. What's up, man? He's good. You didn't you know what it takes to be a winner. Now all of a sudden you see the dude over there. You're not gonna hit on him and you're like, yo, man, why don't you roll with me?
I definitely am going to.
Yes, you are gonna hit on him and be like, yo, man, I know what I'm doing. Look, I'm established. You don't have to do this thing all by yourself. Are you building a super team? Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I like that. Okay, how about NASCAR? What first thoughts about NASCAR?
Well, I mean, like they be having like Eminem on the side of their car. That's pretty cool. I'm not really a big racing guy, but I feel like the way they like mark the cars up, that's nice, good branding.
That definitely is good branding. And so now, before they used to have a problem with sort of racism and stuff like that, now they're sort of moving away from that because they know the general population, it's a lot of people that we really could go out there and get. EJ Sports Reports, Mike King here, coming to you from the Mike King Biz Studio. This is the Epicenter. You can follow me on social platforms on the mic with Mike RVA as well as Mike King Biz. EJ Sports Reports, how can we find you out there one last time?
Instagram and TikTok at EJ Sports Reports, and YouTube will be coming soon.
Well, and you know what? He's building a super team. That's what time it is. Your views, they always would joke to say that players go into the NFL as Democrats and leave as Republicans because you know why? They got a lot more money when they start leaving. The question is, how much money do they hold on to after it's over? Oh, you know what? Really quickly, when you think about the business side of it, who do you see as a good business person who's an athlete? A couple of them.
LeBron James, off the top. LeBron, he has so many wine. He has his own school. I feel like he gets his name out there very quick just because who he is as a person, as a player. You always can go to LeBron if you want something.
Right. LeBron, Michael Jordan. Number one, who is it?
LeBron James.
I hear you. I feel it too. There's a bunch of people who just don't get it. LeBron James has lived up to the hype of what it is. He has been that person without scandal since he was 18 years old.
Yes.
And to score that many points on teams sometime. I mean, he's going to the finals with Matthew Dellavedova. Yeah, he's taking some, I ain't gonna call them zombies, but he's taking some people to the finals that were kind of questionable.
Yeah.
And he's there. So he's been there. All right, Mike King, we got to run. As I always say, make sure you take care and listen to our sponsors and advertisers. That is, we're out there with Synergy Technical, Nicole Reed, Real Estate Fast Sign, Rob White. We are out there as well with Henrico Economic Development, Chesterfield Chamber, you name it. Core Mortgage with my man KO, Kelvin Oliver, as well, Women's Business Center. That's the hat I'm rocking today. We got to run. As I say, the microphone ain't free, plus my grandkids need stuff. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks now. Take care.